Hey there, Jonny May here, and welcome to this week's Quick Tip, where I'm going to tell you my top 10 reasons why I think you should learn how to play jazz piano. Alright, the first and biggest reason I recommend learning jazz is that you don't need sheet music. Jazz is all about improvisation and playing the music inside of you. And when you don't need sheet music, you're free to create any music you want. By the way, if you're enjoying this lesson, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Second, learning jazz piano allows you to memorize hundreds of tunes. Now, in traditional piano lessons where you're memorizing the notes on the page, it can be very difficult to memorize more than 5 to 10 tunes. And I've met many accomplished classical pianists who can only perform a handful of tunes from memory. However, with jazz, you can easily memorize hundreds of tunes because 99% of jazz tunes use the same 8 chord progressions. And by the way, you can learn these 8 chord progressions in our Play Piano lead sheets with 7th chords course at the link below. Third, learning jazz allows you to play a huge variety of styles, including swing music, bossa nova, and jazz ballads. This is because jazz musicians are taught style formulas. And with these formulas, you can take any melody and chords and play them in any style you want on the fly. Fourth, learning jazz piano helps you to actually understand music harmony. Now, if you took piano lessons as a kid, you probably learned major chords and minor chords, but you probably were not taught why certain chords sound better than others and how to add your own chords to chord progressions. However, in jazz, you learn how chords connect to each other and how to reharmonize chord progressions and how to even add your own chords or passing chords to chord progressions. Fifth, when you learn jazz piano, you learn more complex chords, and you'll learn how to take ordinary chord progressions like this and make them sound beautiful like this. Learning complex chords trains your ear to hear more complex harmony. So when you're listening to the radio, you'll easily be able to identify what chords and chord progressions are being played. By the way, if you'd like to learn chords like the ones I just played, you can learn them in our chord extensions and chord alterations courses at the links below. Sixth, when you learn jazz piano, you learn how to read lead sheets. And a lead sheet is simply the melody and chords for a song. You can think of lead sheets as the raw material that jazz musicians use to create their own arrangements. And unlike traditional piano notation that tells you every single note to play, lead sheets allow you to create your own arrangement. Seventh, when you learn jazz piano, you'll be able to play with other musicians that you've never played with before, and you'll still sound great. This is because jazz is a universal language that all jazz musicians understand regardless of the language that they speak. Eighth, when you learn jazz chords, you can use them in non-jazz styles like pop. For example, here's a very typical pop chord progression. And now I'm going to add jazz chords to it. So jazz chords can be used across all styles, not only traditional jazz. Ninth, learning jazz helps you to discover your own unique musical voice. And playing jazz is a very personal experience, and every jazz musician has their own sound. Part of learning jazz is to find your own style, and it's very rewarding when you can play the piano and no one else sounds like you. The final reason that I recommend that you learn jazz is that it's fun to play. I've never played with another jazz musician and not had a great time. Spontaneously creating music in the moment is one of the most joyful experiences and creates meaningful connections with other musicians. Well, this concludes the top 10 reasons to learn jazz, and if you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to check out pianowithjonny.com. We have over 1,000 lessons for all playing levels where you can learn your favorite songs, styles, and how to improvise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.